You know, it's funny you see this social media, they talk about everything. They talk about the rappers who are in jail, they talk about the snitching, they talk about feeling bad for rappers and entertainers who are in the system, locked up, etc. People who have gotten snitched on, ratted on, etc. Dig me, turned on by their homeboys, all the above. Dig me. But there's so many stories, and this is just one story. I'm gonna talk about Sheldon Thomas in a minute, but this is just one story, man, of someone who was wrongfully accused for a murder he did not commit. We've seen it 100 times, man, millions of times, thousands. People sitting behind jail in prison for crimes they didn't commit, for murders they didn't do, man. See, the system is wicked though, because they just get away with it. You have guys who spend years upon years in prison for something they did not do, a crime they did not commit. Heavy. This is another prime example, prime situation. Sheldon Thomas, man. 18 years in prison. I'm going to get to the story. 18 years in prison for something he did not do. Then he finally gets free. After spending his whole life in prison, man, whole adolescent teen, missed everything, dog. Not a chance to go to prom, not a chance to play sports. Heavy. No chance to get a education, even though the school system is BS, what they teach. They don't even teach us our true history. But he had no chance to do anything, man. Locked up until he was 35, you dig me? 35 years old, man. No one talks about it. People are on hush mode, man. What do people talk about? Things that bring the clout, the views, huh? They talk about the rappers, the young thugs, gunners, the rappers snitching. They talk about the entertainment realm. Dig me? They talk about all that. Why? Because it gets them their views, their clout. Their guapino, huh? That's what it's about. Nobody cares about justice. No one cares about true justice, man. 18 years in prison, man, for false identity. They just grabbed a picture. Oh, that's him. Oh, point him out. Yeah, that's the guy. Oh, he looks like him. Ruin a whole guy's life. Then when he finally gets free, everybody wants to act like it's all good. Have a big kumbaya. Wicked realm, man. Heavy. Wicked realm. There's no way to give him his life back. He can't get those years back. Heavy. Now, if he was to go out and get in more trouble, right? Or let's say maybe he's stereotyped. He can't get a job. He trying to get on his feet. Heavy. Because there's stories like that. Don't forget that. Yeah, some people who don't try, who go back to the streets, continue doing the fuckery. We know those stories. But it's actually guys who get out of prison who are felons trying to do the right thing, trying to get a job, trying to stay on the right path. Heavy. But no one gives them opportunity. Oh, those are true stories. That really happens. Dig me? not just in the damn movies. Yes, some guys who are stereotyped on a daily, who can't find work, can't find help, etc., man. So say he's one of them. Wasn't able to get his education, missed out on that. So now what is he to do? Could he go back to school? What level of education is he at? Dig me? Is he even ready for college? Heavy. So if he was to go back to the streets because he can't get a job, can't find work, if he goes back to the streets, commits a crime, gets locked up, trying to get some income, man, help his family. Then what? Oh, another excuse? Oh, it's his fault, huh? Oh, he didn't have to go that route. He could have chose a different path. Heavy. So you take a guy whole life away, let him out at 35, and say, hey, it's on you. Go handle it. Figure it out. Fuck the system. Heavy. Yeah, warrior here. The system is flawed in every aspect. Any situation, how you want to look at it, man. It's been flawed. Period. There's no justice in the system. And people got the nerve to act like he's supposed to be excited. People supposed to be happy and forget. He spent most of his life in prison, locked up. Are they going to give him a job? Are they guaranteeing him a job when he's out? Ain't going to guarantee him nothing. Hopefully he has family that can help him out, Give him some time to get back on his feet. Maybe got a job lined up for him. And it's a sad situation because it's a lot of niggas out there who get a second opportunity, or who got a chance, or who can get help and don't take advantage of it. They choose the streets, dig me? Yeah, they choose the damn streets, choose to be on the streets, choose to commit fuckery. Not because they have no choice. That's what they want to do. Then it sucks for the people who really trying to get on the right path, stay on the right track, stay out the system, stay away from the fuckery, live right. But it's called stereotype, right? They put everybody in the same box. And we've seen it time after time again. Then people want to sit up and act like it's so much opportunity. Why? Because we living in America? What damn opportunity? You 35, get out of prison as a black man? No education, no trade, unless he acquired it while he was incarcerated. So you put on the streets, if you don't got family, if you don't got help, you put on the streets to fend for yourself. Figure it out. Like it's that simple. Like it's just easy for a felon to go get a job. All right. America's wicked. The system is wicked, man. Not just for felons. Man, the system is wicked for good dads, good mothers. You dig me? Any situation. You know what I'm starting to think? Yeah, the system is for the bad. The system is for the wicked, nigga. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. That's what I'm starting to observe. The system don't look out for the good people, the good guy. Heavy. They punish the good guys, right? They want to act like they serving justice. They want to act like it's about righteousness and right and wrong. Fuck out of here. Heavy. System is about money, guapino, politics, power, greed, just like everything else, dog. Monopoly. Period. You in the chat, like it up, man. Heavy. Takes less than 1 second. No excuses, man. You come in the chat, like it up. Heavy. Period. Support the channel for real. Let's get to it, man.
Now to a story of a shameful example of misuse of power. The Brooklyn District Attorney says a man wrongfully convicted for fatal shooting in 2004. But worse, police knew they had the wrong man. The real suspect...
Hear what he said? Police knew they had the wrong man. Heavy. Police knew they had the wrong man, but somehow, some way, they were still able to lock him up and take his life away. And they want to talk to me about a rapper locked up who commit fuckery, who promote fuckery, who push the agenda on the daily. Money, murder, sex, rape, heavy. But they love talking about the rappers, the entertainers, dog. Because that's where the money is, huh? The guapino. But they don't talk about stories like this. Only a very few. Wicked. Wicked niggas. How the hell could they know it's the wrong guy? How come ain't no officers getting locked up? Why they ain't getting their life taken away? How do you know someone is the wrong guy but can still convict him, man? You want to talk about America the Great, nigga? Heavy. Kill that noise. But you got the entertainment realm. Spend all day bickering and beefing amongst each other. Talking about entertainers. Want to talk about an entertainer? You got shit like this going on? Knew he wasn't the right guy. Still locked him up. Talk about justice? What justice? Justice for who? Justice for what? Me about no damn justice. I don't see no Hebrew Israelites marching for niggas like this. Where the black leaders at? Black Lives Matter. I don't never see them. Never see them out there in the streets for situations like this. Heavy. Niggas love to holler shit when it's convenient, when it's a budget involved, nigga, when they getting a check. Niggas is bamboozled, fooled. Whole social media about money, wicked realm. That's all it's about. Money, power, greed, nigga. On every level. Warrior here. But none of that, nigga.
Got the same name, even lived in the same precinct, but police moved ahead and pressed charges against an innocent man anyway. Now, after 2 decades behind bars, he's a free man.
Time out, nigga.
As news reporter Mike.
2 decades. 2 decades behind bars, he's a free man. He say he's a free male. He's a free man. So what? 2 decades behind bars, pussy. He's a free man. Now what? Where is the justice, nigga? Where is the justice? He just said it clear. How come those officers, how come the workers are not being punished for convicting this man of a crime they knew he did not know, he did not do? How can they get away with that? How is that possible? How is that possible for them to get away and commit that type of fuckery? Lock somebody up just cuz. They didn't do any work, any detective work, period. They picked a man and locked him up. It's been going on for years. You remember the hurricane, nigga? Ever heard of the movie The Hurricane? It did him the same way. Because it was a racist, white law enforcement officer. And don't get me wrong, I'm saying white because he was white. A white devil. I ain't saying all white people are devils. I'm saying that situation. He was a white devil, just like his black devils, etc. So somebody watch this and say, oh, he thinks white people are just devils. No, demons ain't got no color. Dig me? But it was a white devil who stalked him his whole life. That was his goal, his mission in life, to see him locked up, to take his life away from a young age. They put a murder on him, ruined his whole career. Championship boxer. One of the best, the Hurricane, nigga. He didn't get out until decades later because he fought for himself. And the young black boy who read his book, who was staying with white people, who took him in so he could get a better education, shout out to them. It's good white people in the world, good blacks in the world. Don't get caught up in the race. That's how you get fooled, fucked over. Because look around. Shit, black community, it be your own kind. Be your own kind, nigga. Get off that race shit. But a young black boy read his book, read his biography, read his story, and he felt inclined to do something about it. He said, no, this ain't right, heavy. I'm sure he felt it in his spirit. He said, no, this ain't right. We got to do something. He talked to the people he was living with. Talk to the people he was living with. What they got going on around here? Oh, he must have dropped his ball. Talk to the people he was living with and say, hey, we got to do something about this. This is not right. Let's help this man. And he took the steps and started the process to get him out of jail. He was an innocent man. They took everything away from him. His wife, family, his boxing career. Go look it up. The Hurricane, nigga. Go watch the movie. Denzel Washington stars in it. Took his whole life away. Wrongfully accused. Because some Italian set him up. Talk to me about no damn justice, man. Happens all the time. Talk to me about right or wrong, about positive. America ain't no positive world. This ain't no positive world. Since when? What's positive about the world? Heavy.
Mike Mars alive in downtown Brooklyn with more. Mike.
David, I was in the courtroom, a pretty remarkable moment. I mean, just imagine after serving your adult life behind bars, you were able to walk free, and he is less than an hour into that freedom. In fact, in court, he talked to the prosecutors from representing the district attorney's office. He also spoke to just everybody listening, and he said he wanted to thank God, but he also wanted to pass along his condolences to the victim's family, because this ruling today, while yes, it releases him from behind bars, it also means that the justice they thought they had during his conviction.
That shows his heart, right? His compassion. He just spent all them years in jail. But he still thought about the victims' family enough to say he wishes them condolences, sends prayers to them. Shows his heart, his compassion heavy. He just spent decades in prison, whole life taken away. He still thought about the victim's family enough to say, hey, I send my condolences, my best wishes, my prayers. Hope you find peace. And he didn't do it. He didn't owe them that. He didn't have to say nothing. He could have came out with a grudge, really, mad at the world, really heavy. That's his right. He didn't have to come out being peaceful, being kind. Period. These people sit back in their offices, in their desk, on their platforms, put their robes on as judges, put their suits on as lawyers, feel some type of way because they're wearing a suit. Give a damn about your suit? You a criminal in a suit. You a criminal in a suit, so what? Make you better, make you special? You ain't doing your job? Got smiles on their faces. Like they want to have a big kumbaya. Oh, he's free now. He's free now. You took the man's life. The man's 35. Took his whole life away. Missed his teens, everything. What the fuck are y'all smiling about? Should be giving him some money. Give him a check. Give him a job, motherfuckers.
Back in 2007 was not the case, was not the justice that they thought they had. Let's show you some of that video. We were in the hallway less than an hour ago as Sheldon Thomas walked with his grandmother, told us tonight he's going to
took his life
and spend time with his family. He is free for the first time in 18 years. Less than an hour ago, a judge granted Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez's request to vacate that conviction. Sheldon Thomas was serving 25 years to life for killing 14-year-old Anderson Bersey and wounding a man in a 2004 drive-by shooting in East Flatbush. Now, David, as you mentioned, the conviction review unit discovered that he was convicted in large part because detectives used the wrong picture in a photo.
Come on, man. To this fucker. Are you serious? I gotta run that back. I gotta run that back.
Judge granted Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez's request to vacate that conviction. Sheldon Thomas was serving 25 years to life for killing 14-year-old Anderson Bersey and wounding a man in a 2004 drive-by shooting in East Flatbush. Now, David, as you mentioned, the conviction review unit discovered that he was convicted in large part because detectives used the wrong picture in a photo lineup presented to a witness. That lineup included a different man who also happened to be named Sheldon Thomas. Officers then arrested the Sheldon Thomas, who was finally released today. Now, Sheldon Thomas declined to speak to reporters after the ruling today, but he did give about a 2 or 3 minute speech in court.
Sad story, man. That just shows you, you know, They had no remorse. They just did what they pleased, what they wanted to do. Took a man's life away, man. Because they wanted to. They knew it would be no repercussions, no consequences. No retaliation. No retaliation, man. They stereotyped the guy, made their mind up, and got away with it. 25 years to life. 18 years of his life gone, taken away wrongfully. No justice. And no one else does any time behind it. No one else gets punished. Nothing.
A long time for this day to happen, and I waited a long time
Today, but he did give about a 2 or 3 minute speech in court.
I waited a long time for this day to happen, and there's so many times when I was in my cell, I would think of this moment and replay conversations that I've had with myself, what I would say, who would be there, and right now I'm speechless.
There are no winners here.
So what he said, waited a long time. You can hear it in his voice, man. Took that man's life away. Wonder how many times he cried at night, man. How many times he was praying for justice, knowing he was locked up around animals, real felons, real criminals, real killers, rapists, etc. And knowing he was innocent, was forced to be in that environment. It's not right by any means, man. By any means, man. That shouldn't even be possible in America, man. Shouldn't even be possible. You want to talk to me about Black Lives Matter? Where's Black Lives Matter at for this situation, this case, and many more cases around the world? Where they at?
He spent nearly 19 years in state prison. There's still a 14-year-old boy who lost his life in December of 2004. So no winners, but there were a lot of lessons that I think we learned from this case. And this is a prime example of why the Conviction Review Unit was established, to go back and correct miscarriages of justice.
And that work continues. The Conviction Review Unit has resulted in some 34 convictions being vacated since 2014. And the DA told me about an hour ago that the investigations are still underway in 50 other cases.
50 other cases, man. Where potentially this same thing happened. You come in the chat, like it up heavy. You come in the chat, hit the like button, man. Heavy, period. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as well. Support the channel. But 50 other cases being investigated for this same situation. People getting their life took, thrown away. Innocent people, man. Majority black. Facts. Talk to me about some justice, man. But people can spend hours talking about a rapper who should or shouldn't be locked up. Or what an entertainer did. Oh, I get it. That's part of the entertainment realm. Some people's job, that's what they speak on. That's how they get their guapino, cool. But talk about the real as well. Talk about the real fuckery as well, man. People want to talk all this Black Lives Matter stuff and march and protest. That's really getting old, man. When there's situations like this, man, right here every day, that no one talks about. Only a very few, man. A minute amount. And they got the nerve to fix their lips talking about Black Lives Matter. Everybody's about to check, man. Period. They talk about the Young Thugs, man. The Tekashis. Every rapper who locked up. Every celeb. $18 years for being innocent, dog. 18 years for being innocent, and most people don't care because, or it may not relate to them. They might not have went through it. But he's a black man. Locks. Etc. Swag. And they just picked him out. He fit. Oh, okay, we can use him. They didn't do no detective work. They didn't put any time in. They used him as a scapegoat. They didn't care about taking his life away because they looked at him like he's an animal. Like he's nothing. They basically said his life means nothing, dog. That's the way it looks on a daily basis, though. Like Black Lives mean nothing, huh? Heavy. Nada. Niggas let a march and protest. What are you marching for? What are you protesting for? What are you getting accomplished? What justice is really being served, man? It's all one big game. One big damn game, man. Heavy. Everybody got their hands in the pot. Got their hands in a damn pot. What's the word, big dog? Phoenix Savage, what up? You know about this situation? How you feel about it? Let me know about it. Everybody got their hands in the pot, man. Just trying to eat off the fuckery. Talk about some Black Lives Matter. You in the chat, make sure you like it up heavy. It's a wicked realm. It is no justice, but it's always a lot of peace. The same story once again. No, he wasn't murdered, but his life was taken away. He can't get those years back. Period.